Hi, welcome to the Cheap Skinks playthrough of Kingdom Monster Death Simulator. This is on, I'm drawing a blank on the version now. 0.1.186. I didn't see any official patch notes on it, but I'll be honest, I haven't really looked. I did check the video. I need to give everyone a hunt XP, and I need to give these two characters proficiencies. The other two, when they wounded the character, they weren't using their weapon, so um, her wounding it with guitars doesn't give her bow XP. So, and for here, you got to use fifth and two. She can't use her bow to get the wound, so she doesn't get it. All right, so hunt XP, and we'll get the proficiency, and we'll move that off, and then hunt XP for you, and proficiency for you. And move this off. Now, unfortunately for you, you just get hunt. So I need to get some proficiency going on you. Oh, you're almost ready for another H point. Does not get her specialty yet because she did not get that last dot, unfortunately. I'll go grab the proficiency just so you can kind of see what's coming up. Hopefully I'll get both the axe and the bow proficiency off of this. So specialization for the axe, if your wound attempt fails, you may ignore it and attempt to wound again once per attack. Don't need to worry about mastery yet. For the bow, if you're a bow master, all bows in your gear grid gain deadly 2. In addition, ignore the cumbersome. Big importance there. So I can start moving. Oh, no, that's mastery. Dang it. I was going to say that seemed awful. No. Flip it. All right. Gave me mastery again. What the? All right, you know what we're going to do? I want to look at bow. Flip it so it's not mastery, it's specialist. When attacking with a bow, you may re-roll any misses once. Limit once per. Which can come in handy. As soon as she gets that, I'll give her the claw-headed arrow so she can start using that. Okay, let's get started. I don't know if you remember from our last video, we got ambushed, so that's why we had an extremely short hunt phase of like one space, I think. I would have gotten pneumonia, rolled a random, and then we decided to have a symposium as we were walking along and got ambushed because we were too loud. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw the first card. Combo Claw. Oh, man. All right. Oh, let's... Closest threat facing in range. They're all going to be the same. That's... At the start, everyone's 6 spaces away, so that's no big deal. I'm going to have them target... Hunter. The reason being is Hunter has the most evasion. Well, okay. Anne has more evasion, but Anne is not in the grass. So if Anne was in the grass, I would have it target Anne. So that was a mistake on how I set everything up. No big deal. All right, so he's going to attack. That's a good thing I didn't go with level 2. This could have gotten really nasty. So Hunter has 2 evasion for the gear, monster grease, and the rawhide combo, and then has 1 naturally. So that gives him 3 evasion, and then he's in here, so he has +2 for that, so that gives him 5 evasion, and this is actually going to be a 9 to hit. 2 and a 6, so those are whiffs. If this attack deals damage more than once, draw an AI card. Doesn't happen, hasn't lost a hand, so that doesn't apply. All right, his second turn. Oh, boop, boop. Okay, closest knockdown survivor in range. There isn't one. Closest survivor in range. Everybody is together, so that doesn't matter. He's going to try to pick me up and run off with me. So I'll have him attack Hunter again. So Hunter has 2, 3, 5. So he needs 7s to hit. Got a 5. He did get a 10. So after damage, full move the light wine away. I'm going to dodge that so he doesn't actually damage me, so he doesn't grab me and run off with me. So I need to, oh, I was going to race it, but I need to roll a dice first, because if I roll a 6 or better, I don't actually lose it. I'll roll the white die. Not that it matters. Oh, it did matter. Okay, so he goes down to 4, goes back up to 3, and his turn is now over, and it is the party's turn. So the party will start with Chad the Insane using his Butcher's Cleaver. Combo Master, on a perfect hit, he gets an additional speed. That's kind of how that works. So 2. I'm gonna 8 and a 5. So with the Butcher's Cleaver, he only needs 5s to hit, and he has 1 accuracy, so he needs a 4 to hit. So he hits twice. All right, so Fleshy Gut, if he fails on the first one, he just does a basic action. On the second one, if he fails, he's going to grab me and start running off with me. So we're going to do the Fleshy Gut first. That is a crit. I'll just confirm it. Yeah, so it's a crit. So in that case, crit. The white line vomits all over you. It feels awesome. Gain a basic resource and 3 insanity. All right, so he's now up to 11 insanity as he goes bonkers. And I'm going to give him the You've Wounded the Monster. Face down. This is gone. And I get a basic resource. So let's do a 3-shot shuffle. So we got to hide. All right, let's get started. So, oh, we got to do the next hit. He rolled a 6. That's going to be like an 11, 13. No, 12. So 5, 6, and then 6. So 12 is definitely higher than 8. So I think we can assign that as a wound. All right, so I'm thinking that maybe I should have done the level 2, which would have been funny because then he would have ambushed me and I would have gotten to skip all the extra stuff that may have hurt me. So, oh well. We've done this level 1. We'll do the level 2 next time. All right. Zach will go. He needs 5 to hit, no accuracy, and then he's got 3 plus 5 to wound. So 2 dice. I bounced off stuff, but 6 and a 5. He needed 5s to hit. Yep. So 2. Not a trap. Not a trap. All right. So soft belly, nothing. And Paul has the bad on failure, so we'll do the belly first. 8 is a wound. And Paul. All right, so Paul is going to be a 2, 5, 7. So that is 1 less. So the failure does go into effect. Perform the basic action targeting the attacker with +2 damage. So that is not good. So that's going to be accuracy 2, damage 3, speed 2. So he's going to roll 2 dice on Hunter, which is the only one good thing about this. So he's got 2, 3 evasion, 5 evasion. So he needs 7s to hit me. 5 and a 2, so he misses. So we're good to go. Got lucky. All right. I really want. Oh, I did get a wound on him with the sword, though. So I'm going to go ahead and have Anne shoot with the accuracy. So 1 die, and I need 5s. I need a 4 to hit. And oh, I rolled a 9. For a second there, I thought that was a 3. I was about to go, and I screwed it up. All right, so this could be bad. We'll find out. No, it is a crit, so it is not bad. Beast chest, failure, he would have moved forward in a straight line, but it's a chest, so you strike at the white line's heart, gain 1 random white line resource, roll a d10. If it's a d10, the white lion dies. You gotta be kidding me. All right, white lion did not die. Okay, so I got some bones also. And that will give me a token, so I will have gotten the bow proficiency out of the way. I'm going to use the claw arrow. So with this, I need a 6 to hit. I should give this to her. So I need a 6 to hit. And if I hit, the monster will get a -1 evasion from now on. So I got a 6. Woohoo! That was close. All right. So this gets essentially used. And we're now giving -1 evasion to the monster. So the good thing with that is she's going to do fist and tooth to try to wound, and that'll negate that. I should have drawn that first because it would have sucked if it was a trap. Failure, the white line will jump back without turning, move the monster 1 space directly away. So not that that really matters, but it'll mess up targeting if it happens. And it's going to mess up targeting because that's a 2. Oh, this is a 6. So that's an 8, 9. Okay. I forgot the arrow is not the same as the bow. Had it been a bow, it would have been a failure because the bow is only 3. So that would have been 5, 6. So I did actually manage to wound. So this does not go into effect, which all that would have happened is it would have jumped back and everybody's still one space away. So it wouldn't have been too catastrophic. But we get to go ahead and draw and move that out of the way. All right. Oh, actually, I don't move that. Yeah, I do move it. Can never remember if it's the end of the, no, it's the end of the monster's turn. First turn, second turn. I should have moved it. Oh well. No big deal. Insanity is not as big an issue now as what it is. And this isn't nearly as bad as the gambler's chest, where if your character has no insanity, gets terrified and gets one-shotted by the stupid crocodile. I won't say how many times that's happened to me. All right, monster's turn. Oh, hello. Zone of Death. This is a mood card. When survivors move into a space within the zone of death, stop their movement, they gain priority token, discard, alert, and perform a basic action. Oh, this is... I feel sorry for the monster for drawing that. The reason being is nobody actually has to move. We're already there. So that's essentially a wasted turn on his part. Oh, notice Lucy does not get anything because she's fist and tooth, so she doesn't get a proficiency marker, even though she wound, because she did it with the claw head arrow, not with the fist and tooth. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. I was going to move her up and into it, but we're not moving into this now. So Chad is just going to wail on him because Chad's the man. Actually, I should move this circlet off of Chad. Chad is not going to wail on him. Chad is going to use his cat eye circuit to look at the next 3 hit locations. Yeah, I think it's 3 hit location. Yeah, reveal the next 3 monster hit locations, put them back in any order. So 1, 2, 3. Not a traps. So I don't care about the order really. All right, Hunter is going to smack him now. So Hunter has 5s to hit, does not have any accuracy, and he has 3 5 strength equivalent. So +5 to hit. 5s to hit, so he hits twice. So both of these get pulled. They both had failures. I'll do this one first because it's a basic action. If it messes up, and then Beast Elbow could be obnoxious. So I need 3s to wound. I got a 2, so I get a basic action done on me. Instinctively striking back, the white lion's oddly human hand darts forward, perform basic action against me. So this is on Hunter, who happens to be our evasion guy. So he's at 3, 5, so he needs 7s for the monster to hit. 5, 6, monster whiffs. So next we do this one. So I need 3s to wound. I think I rolled another 2. I rolled another 2. Dang it. All right, in this case, full move forward in a straight line, cancel all hits out of range. Any survivor passed over suffers grab. So they're going to get pushed over because he's going to move essentially here. They'll get dumped here. So they get dumped here, they get knocked down. Glad his turn is already over. And knocked down. All right, and then place target, knock down in front of the monster. The monster is going to move forward, but I need to roll damage too. So the monster just goes here. Again, since he's now on the edge of the board, if he did a full move forward, he's going to run across the side. Either side, full movement of 6, since he's now on the edge of the board. Okay. This didn't happen. I do get 1 point of damage, right? Yep, per monster level. So it's only 1. If it's fighting the level 2, it'd be 2. This is the guy with all the armor, Hunter. Yeah, Hunter's first, and then we'll do Chad. So what got hit? Head, of course. And this is just 1 point. Hunter actually has head armor. Not that it matters. And our next guy has got hit in the arms, which has no armor, so he gets hit in the arms. Okay. So they're done. Space within the zone of death. Stop their movement. They gain the priority token. Discard alert and perform a basic action. If he gets knocked down, that gets discarded. This might be bad. I'm going to move Anne 1 space over. All right, so as soon as that happens, Anne gets the priority token. And for the priority token, when a monster performs pick a target action, it picks you. You're picked as a target. Discard this until you get, well, it's a permanent. The thing is, closest survivor in field of view. But it's not going to matter, even though she's in the blind spot, because she has priority token. The white lion is like, I know you're there. So he just swings around and it's going to smack her. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 evasion, and it's basic, so monster needs 8s to hit her. So 1 and 5, he misses. Now, because he's used that, the priority token is discarded because a pick target action was done. Okay. Of course, where she's at, unless he draws something which says pick a knockdown, she'll be the target. It's going to be her attack. I'm mentally moved her there to do the zone, but I forgot she's going to spin around as soon as that happens, and he's no longer in the back, so loses that +1 accuracy. So fist and tooth, I need 8s to hit. I didn't think that out mentally well enough. 7 would have hit, but doesn't hit because the lion rotated, so it's no longer in the rear. And can just rotate around. Doesn't really matter. She doesn't have sidings. She's going to shoot her bow. So she'll need 7. Oh. Sorry. I forgot. -1 evasion. Oh, and this actually is no longer. It's put back in the wound pile. So this is actually a hit. I'm sorry. I forgot -1 evasion. All right, so this is an 8. It is not a critical because she doesn't get the deadly on the guitars plus the deadly for her regular luck. She only has +1 luck, so 9 or 10 to crit. So it's just a regular one, but it still counts as a wound. And I can give her this. I know I went over and looked at her 0 luck, but everyone has 0 luck. And it's fist and tooth. The guitar just completely disregard that entire thing. That was the wrong character. No. Yeah, okay. So now Alhana, who I rotated to shoot her bow, gets to shoot her bow. She's going to need 7s to hit, but with the -1 accuracy, she'll need, sorry, with the -1 evasion, she needs 6s, and then she has +1 accuracy, so she needs 5s to hit. Oh, dang it, pick up both dice at the same. All right, so she needs 5s to hit. She can't use the guitar where she's actually standing because she's diagonally away from it. So that's a reach too. So if she had a spear, she could do it. All right, here we go. I need 5s. I got 9 and a 7, so that doesn't matter. She is now doomed. I should have moved her into the grass. So she's doomed. Perform basic action on her, and she cannot spend any. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up and shuffle now. All right, so she's going to move up 1, which knocks Anne. Anne have tumble. It doesn't matter. So Anne would get collided on because the monster has to move into him. So I'm going to look up the collision. I think she just gets knocked back 1 space. I don't think it counts as the knockback 5. But I just want to make sure. Oh, actually it might because it ends in the same spot. All right, collides. If a monster moves through a space occupied by a survivor, they collide in the survivor suffers collision. If the monster ends its movement on the survivor, they collide. Survivor suffers collision, knockback 5. If the survivor is knocked back into impassable terrain, they suffer some other stuff. They collide with it, and the survivor suffers collision. If the survivor suffers knockback into another survivor, complete the knockback movement. Normally, both survivors suffer collision at the end of the knockback. If the survivors would occupy the same space, instead place the knockback survivor in the closest unoccupied space. When a survivor suffers collision, they are knocked down. So because he ends up there and isn't just getting run over, gets picked up and moved 5 spaces. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boop, and I gotta do that. Collided, knocked down. All right, and then rotate the lion. So the lion's facing this way now, and she's gonna get attacked. So this is Alhana, who only has 2 evasion. It's a basic, cannot dodge or anything, so 4s to hit, because we're not on grass, so one of them is going to be a miss. The 7 will be a hit, and it's going to hit. I can't dodge it because I am doomed, so I can't spend survival yet. I get hit in the legs, which I have nothing on my legs. Luckily it's only 1 damage, so it's just 1 hit. So if it was a level 2 lion, it would actually fill this up, and she would get knocked down too, which would just kind of make everything good. All right. Now, the bad thing is, it's the monster's actual turn. Oh, what the heck? Bloodthirsty. All right, hold on. We get a new mood. Sorry about that. All right, so when this comes into play, draw another AI card. When a survivor suffers damage for any reason, place 1 token on Bloodthirsty at the start of each monster turn. If there are 3 tokens, remove all the tokens and perform a basic action. So essentially, he'll start getting extra turns. So, oh, dang it. Flip, 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 flip. I just want to draw one. Oh, it's only 1 card. Okay. I thought I was flipping the whole deck. All right, so Vicious Claw. Yeah, it's just this 1 card. Random Survivor in range. Oh, this could be bad. Random Survivor in range. So it's not saying that it's. Oh, so wait a second. If you're knocked down, you're not a threat, but it's just close survivor in range. So everyone is in range. So 1, 2. I'm pretty sure he's in range. Yeah, because he only got knocked back 5. So everybody is in range. So she could get hit and knocked further back. So this could turn into a real kettle of fish. So what I'm gonna have to do is roll to see who gets hit. So we'll go 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9 and 10. Roll again. So 4. So 1 to 2, 3 to 4. This is going to be Anne. So he's like, you look tasty. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can run over and attack. So accuracy 2, damage after damage 1 after damage, bleed token. So I could get 2 bleed tokens on this, but we'll find out. All right, so if you don't have an instrument in your gear grid, remove all your +1 evasion. So she actually has it, so she didn't drop it. The good thing is this is probably the best character to get hit with this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 evasion, 6 evasion because she's in the grass. Normally she would not be a threat, but that card doesn't care about threat status. So I need 8s to hit. 7 and 2, so she did not get hit. All right, so monster's turn is over. This moves. And these characters actually get to stand up. And the good thing is, everybody that was knocked down gets to stand up. All right. So now I need to start playing a little bit more intelligent. I just realized my Fist and Tooth character has no. The only weapon she has is the bow and the cat arrow. I need to move the cat arrow over and switch stuff around, but no big deal. Okay. I don't want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obstacle block survivor, monster's field of view, impassable. Move on to any space occupied by the zone +2 range and +2 accuracy while on top of the giant's face. All right, so Alhana is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then spend her action to actually move on top of the face. Even though she's now on top of the face, I can't spend like a surge and a dash because it has to be done immediately. So I couldn't spend both of those to attack with the bow. So that's going to be the end of her turn. I might have Hunter run up. And Hunter's now going to attack with the sword. So I need 5s because I'm not in the rear. And I have no accuracy bonus. I have 2 strength on him, and the sword is 3, so it's 5. Oh, sorry, I have 5, but he has -1 evasion. So let's just see if we hit first before getting too far ahead of ourselves. So the 3 is going to miss because even with that +1, he'll need a 4. If he was in the rear arc, he would hit with the 3, but the 6 is going to be a hit. So we hit the neck. I'm not sure how I hit the neck from that, but somehow I managed to hit the neck from there. All right, straining neck, you strike at the monster's throat. Let's see if we wound. I think that's an 8. Yeah, so we got an 8, which is going to be a wound because his toughness is just an 8. So pick up the deck, flip it. I do not know how these are going to be. Draw face down because this is going to be a wound. Hopefully that is not alert. Okay, so got 1 wound. Chad's going to run up and do the same thing. Chad needs 5s to hit, 4 for his +1, and then 3 because of the -1. So pretty good chance to hit. 8 and a 9. So we got 2 hits. So Glorious Main is impervious. Failure, he's going to jump back. So we're going to do the Glorious Main just because I'm just going to roll to see if I get a crit. If I get a crit, which I did not, then something would have happened. You get the Glorious Main. Beast Ear. If I fail, then he jumps back, which isn't too bad because it just puts him here. So 1 space isn't that big a deal because nobody's directly behind him. All right, let's roll and see what happens. So I got a 7, 12, 13. I don't think I need to worry about that. I think that's a wound. So the failure doesn't happen and the crit doesn't go off. But we do get a wound. Face down. All right, next will be Anne. Anne is my fist and tooth lady. I could shoot it with the bow. So it's whether I want to try to hit on 6s or hit on 7s. I'm going to go with the 7s. We'll keep going with the fist and tooth. All right, so the 9 hits, the others don't. If I fail, gets basic action. If I crit, then I got to roll to see what happens. All right, let's roll. I got a 1. So 1 means perform basic action. So basic action, 1, 2, 3, 4 evasion, 6 evasion, needs 8s to hit. 1 miss, 8 hits. He hits on the waist. So that is Anne, right? Yeah. Anne takes 1 point to the waist. no big deal. Now, it's the monster's turn. Grasp. This could be bad. Closest knockdown survivor in range. Nobody's knocked down, so that doesn't matter. Closest survivor in range. I got 3 characters, so it goes to the monster controller to decide. So Chad can decide. Chad's going to say, hey, we're going to go for Ann because Ann's in the bushes. So 2+, so this means 8s to hit. And I will probably dodge one of them. Ugh. Well, so that's 2 perfect hits. There's no difference between an 8, 9, or 10 for the monster at this point. So 1 damage, and the monster is going to full move away with a grab, which is bad. So in this case, I'm just going to roll the damage. We'll see. Both of them are going to go to the hands. So Anne takes 1 point to the armor and 1 point to the hands. And then the problem is the lion is going to go. Lion is movement 6, right? Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay. So the monster gleefully picks up Anne. I'm going to move her afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to knock. Okay. And Anne is down on the ground. So Anne is down. Yay. And then with Anne being down, she gets grasped, which means she takes another point of damage to her feet. So she takes a point of damage to her feet. She doesn't lose the evasion because she's got the Whisker Harp, so she's good. Well, good being relative. Okay. That's the end of the monster's turn. Boop, 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 boop. Not that it's going to matter. I think he's out of range for everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 because she's on the face, so she's completely out of range. I'm gonna. I don't think you can move across the face, so it's kind of like move over here and then spend the action to climb up. Obstacle, block survivor, fuel, can't move through spaces occupied by this terrain, so yeah. So actually, just spend your action and you can move to any space occupied by it. And then +2 range and +2 accuracy while on it. So it's a great archer's platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She would be able to hit it from now on. Again, she can't spend. Well, I kind of screwed up. If I'd not spent the movement to go over here and climb up, I could have spent surge to get the attack and then spent my movement point and shot. So that was a mess up on my part. No big deal. Chad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cannot reach. I'm going to move Chad here. Hunter is just going to move onto the insects and roll on the insects. Roll a d10 to scavenge. If carrying the scavenging kit, add +1. So essentially, I need, well, high is good, low is bad. I rolled an 8, so I get a vermin, I believe. 4 game 1 random vermin archive. So archive, archive, shuffle, 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 draw face up, sword beetle, consumable, burrows into the brain, you die. Tough and disgusting, no effect, gain +1 permanent strength. Yuck. All right, and this is on Hunter. Okay. So I kind of messed up. I could have had Chad move there and then encourage her to stand up, and she would have gotten to attack. Oh well, hindsight is 50-50. That's not really, but never mind. Closest threat facing in range, closest threat in field of view, no target, sniff. So I got lucky here in that the monster is not going for the closest knockdown. So pick up, I should just push to E. Monster's just gonna move here. Closest is Chad. Oops. Hate it when I do that. So on Chad, Chad has 2 evasion, 1 naturally, 1 for monster grease, and then 2 here. So that's 4 evasion and 4 accuracy on this. So it is an 8, 2 dice. 4 is a miss. 9 is, however, a hit. If attacker deals damage more than once, so I don't have to draw the AI. I'm just going to take the damage. To the hands. Okay. I'm going to dodge it. Reason I'm dodging is so that he doesn't fall over. Okay, that's the end of the monster's turn. So pick it up, flip it, place it, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. She actually gets to stand up now. All right, we'll start off with Alhana shooting her bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So even normal range is good. She has +2 accuracy though with it. Ranged weapons getting +2 range and +2 accuracy. So that means she needs a 5 to hit, 4 to hit, -1, 3 to hit. Oh. Sorry. Forgot to put that on there last time. All right, 2 hits. Please don't be a trap. Please don't be the trap. All right. Got 2 failures. Basic action. Roll D10. I'm going to do the B small first because this beast tricep actually is going to have the monster run over here because she's shooting from over there. So I need to roll on the maul first. I got a crit on the maul. All right, dang it. Nah, probably just half a dozen of the other. This is a permanent injury, no jaw. I don't think it's going to affect what the monster is doing, though. Blue destroys the white lion's jaw. Persistent injury, no jaw. Affects some AI cards. Roll a d10 on a result of 5. The white lion flies off its face. Attacker gains a courage and survival. All right, so permanent injury. And roll a d10. I got a 5. Is it 5 plus? 5 plus. The white lion's jaw flies off its face. Gain +1 courage and +1 survival. So Alhana will get +1 courage. Survival doesn't matter because I didn't use it. I keep saving it. I probably should stop saving it. So next hit is on the tricep. I got another crit. All right. I didn't do the damage because there's only 2 cards left, so torn muscle, discard a moon in play, monster is knocked down. So the monster is down now, which means I need 3s to hit. So Anne's gonna just run up. Actually, no, Anne is not gonna run up just yet. I'm gonna kind of use the eye circlet on Chad, so I get to look at the next 3 hunt locations. The reason being, I just want to make sure I don't screw myself. All right, so all reactions are canceled because he's knocked down. So now Anne is going to run up and attack. Attacking needs a 3 to hit, +1 accuracy for attacking in the rear. So 2s to hit, fist and tooth. Dang it, pick up both dice and roll. 9 and 8s. All right, so we'll do the paw first. The failure action doesn't matter because knocked down. So did I crit? I got a 9. So I got a 9, which is a crit because Fist and Tooth has +1 luck. So the Beast Paw is a persistent injury. Can't do grab. I get a Lion's Claw from it. So let's grab the Lion's Claw. What? Don't know how that ended up there. Actually, I do. I put it there. Not quite what I meant to say. So Lion's Claw. View the deck. Flip it. Place it. Shuffle. 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 I think I've already shuffled that since I was drawing off it randomly. All right, victory. Level 1, +1 hunt XP. Everyone will get weapon proficiencies because they did. Everyone has the little token saying that, yes, they managed to actually wound it. So, +1. And he is now a specialist in the axe. +1. Not quite a specialist in the sword. +1. Has a dot at least. +1, which that means she gets her second age event. And She gets her specialist in the bow. So, flip it. As a bow specialist, when attacking with a bow, you may reroll any misses once. I think that's actually once per showdown. View deck. Grand weapon, fist and tooth. Axe. Specialization. When attacking with an axe, if your wound attempt fails, you may ignore it and attempt to wound the selected hit location again. Limit once per attack. So this is probably better than the bow because you get to keep using it. You're almost guaranteed to wound, especially with the cleaver, because I mean the cleaver's what, 5 strength, and then he's got 1, so it's 6 strength against level 1 monsters. On the level 2, it's not guaranteed as much anymore. Okay, and then we get 4 basic. Another perfect bone. Scrap. Hide. Hide. Looks like I'm going to be short on organs. All right, another claw. Great bone. Oh, I think I can get the spear. And 1 more. Sinew. Yeah, so I think I can get my spear finally. Okay. Let me do some cleanup. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll stop the session here, and I'm just going to do the cleanup, which is archive all the extra cards and set up for the settlement phase next. But thank you very much for joining me. Next time we will fight the level 2 lion, because I think we're good enough on the level 1 lion. I think it's because I have the butcher's cleaver and the scrap sword. I'm not used to having such good, well, one, I'm not used to rolling so good. I seem to be rolling much better on the simulator than I do in real life. But the strength bonus and the accuracy on the scrap sword and the butcher's cleaver is so high that it's making it much easier for me to do. All right, thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.